The other change that happened this year was, as many of you know, in the A class, when you're judged, your downstairs numbers, the judges still judge 10 and 10, but your downstairs numbers are factored to a 7130, meaning the numbers are weighted towards excellence downstairs. And this year at the advisory board meeting, the A and Open Caucus, when talking about the 7130 and really reaffirming that's what they wanted with us, was that they really felt that they wanted it to go to a greater degree. And so now in the regional A class, it shifted to 6140 with the 140 emphasis on excellence.
Yep.
That is going to make a big difference in a lot of things. Carl?
I think so. I think I'm going to go back and backtrack a little bit. I feel it's our obligation, as steering committees change, to go back and offer to the A and Open Caucus that this factoring goes away. It's ultimately that population that is impacted most. And so I wait for that A and Open Caucus, and every couple of years I throw it back to them and go, are you sure you still want to do this? And they always, every year have found the value in what it is. In that, especially in what is supposed to be a training class, the emphasis on excellence makes sure that the training is sound, and it also addresses compatibility issues we have with people who are writing that know how to link skills together, but are completely detached from the performers that have to do it. And you see, oftentimes in those younger classes, overriding, and ultimately with the regional A's, it can manifest into kind of dangerous situations, all built out of kind of this creative choreographic neglect, if you will. And what I thought was important is that they really valued it, and they thought that they would be willing to change those percentage for the regional A. And let me give you part of the data that I gave them is that any given regional under the 7130, at an average regional, there'd be about 8 groups who changed ordinals in a given subcaption, either vocabulary or excellence. And then of that, there was a lesser number that actually changed placement or final placement that qualified them either for finals or in that number at the end of the weekend, at the end of the regional. And so what this will do is this will impact a greater population. And in the regional A's, especially where you see such varied approaches, they felt like this was a sound thing to try. And I think the reasoning is smart. And I think ultimately the people that will benefit from it are the people that are doing things right. The choreographers that come in that are really considering the members and making sure that they write with compatibility in mind. And then the other thing I would say is remind yourself that this has nothing to do with programming. You still get to pick fun shows that just facilitate those kids enjoying themselves. It really is just concerning movement and equipment and making sure that the performers are not at risk and they're doing things where they can get a sense of achievement and success, which ultimately leads or makes them available to enjoy what it is they do, as opposed to going out into a performance and perhaps just surviving. I think it changes the paradigm for what the function is of the performance. And when you consider the delivery system and how the performers deliver the show, I think that downstairs is the place to really look at this. And those performers that have a better time in that class are more than likely to be the better performers that then progress into the A class, then feed into open, and then eventually end up in the world class. And that's ultimately our job. We want a great activity that is self-propelling. And I think this is a good step in that direction. I mean, we'll see after the year. There may be a learning curve to this as well, but I think we're prepared for it.
Great. Thanks, Karl. So thanks again. We'll see you again soon, but hope you're off to a great start of your season. Take care, everyone.